Hello, Gemini. Hoping you're doing great. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sincerely appreciate you all so much. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. My tarot deck, obviously. I do variety style tarot card readings on here. You can check out my playlist to kind of get an idea of the types of readings I do. All right, if you ever want a certain type of reading, of course, I'll do it as a general reading. Let me know. I don't mind. I am doing a reading today for you, Gemini, to see what to expect from the current ghosting situation that's taking place, low-key taking place, or has taken place. All right, so first I'm going to tap in and put a general message for you. And because I am a new channel and because I do have different viewers showing up, I sometimes explain what I do just for fun. I know I don't have to. It's just how I do it. It's my style, I guess. All right, so we have doubt today for you, Gemini. So I released the need to know all the answers. Could be kind of getting into your head a little too much here, Gemini, as in overthinking something. Could be dealing with a difficult time, kind of playing out all the situations, the scenarios out, and kind of your doubt is overtaking your logic. Geminis are very smart, intellectual, logical energies. So I feel like, your message here is to release the need to know all the answers, or others of you have recently kind of gone through that path where you're saying, I am done. I am not gonna go find answers. I will get the answers as they show up to me. I trust the universe. I trust the creator. I trust the process. All right, but there's definitely a shift here taking place. I feel like for some of you, somebody is definitely in jealous. Okay, there could be some type of envy taking place, gossip, and there could also be sabotage going on in your life, and you're kind of coming to a lot of realizations because you're stepping away from playing the game or playing the mental gymnastics with some energies. So now let's go in with the person that's ghosting you, see why they're ghosting you, all right, or why they're low-key trying to ghost, or why they completely ghosted. Okay, so I'll be talking to the both of you here. All right. I feel like somebody's strongly attracted to the other person, but there's healing that's super necessary. I feel like somebody's trusting their tuition, going with their gut feeling. I do feel like that I was talking to you here. It's more like rather than kind of have doubt, just trust your intuition. Some of you could be very intuitive energies in general. So something could have come through and, you doubted, you didn't want to listen. And it could have been something that you kind of, were kind of passively just saying, no, I'm not going to think negative, something like that. But it was an intuitive energy that kind of pinged at you. So there's something here. I feel like maybe you or this part, obviously it's you, but somebody here is into kind of getting an answer. Okay. An answer is still an answer, is still an answer. It's just that I feel like, you need to stop doubting your own intuition perhaps as well. Okay. So, you and this energy find each other very attractive, but there's something here that needs to be improved. Somebody needs to heal from addictions. Okay, so there's an obsessive energy, an addictive energy here, drugs, alcohol, or just toxic behaviors and attachments. All right, and I feel like deception here took over. I feel like somebody that could have been really easy to be themselves, they chose kind of not to. Perhaps there could have been some type of gaslighting, lying, manipulation taking place. There's a hidden motive here, so maybe some of you feel like this person kind of took advantage of your kindness or your generosity. All right, so between the lines here, there's something, very kind of unknown or vague taking place, or kind of still lingering as vague. And there's crossroads because getting an answer or getting an outcome or getting something revealed will really kind of help get to the next phase or bridge, get to the bridge and get over it, building bridge and getting over it. But I feel like something here is going to come through for you where you're going to come to certain like awareness about this connection, this person, this energy, and the ghosting will tap in for some more. I feel like there could have been a choice that needed to be made and somebody, instead of making a choice, they just left. Okay, but I also feel like there's a turning point taking place in the situation, and I feel like there's a blessing in disguise. Okay, so you could have dodged something here bigger and worse from this energy. So let's see what else is going on. What's going on with the ghosting energy here? What are they at and what are they feeling towards my Gemini? Yeah, just they're in a very turbulent place in their life. A lot of chaos, okay, a lot of turbulence, a lot of obstacles, just kind of unnecessary clashing, drama, fighting, lack of clarity, confusion is coming through. Okay, it's just there's like unknowns, just so many unknowns with this person. There's a separation here for sure, but there's somebody here. I feel like they rejected your expectations wherever they may have been, or the expectations of the connection. It's not even like a commitment. It's just somebody that kind of was like, I am out. I am bouncing out. Dipping out is what I'm getting, okay? I'm getting strong, strong Eight of Cups energy with this person. Somebody that just did not want to be responsible or be accountable, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, there's just something here that's you're going to figure something out. Okay. Now, a lot of you here, we have mask again. And so I feel like this is somebody that could have kind of not taken things very seriously. And right now they're struggling. And this is somebody that may not have a lot of friends right now around them. Okay. Because people are tired of their BS. Yeah. We have an angry person here. All right, we have somebody that's very stressed out. They're basically kind of, I feel like right now because they ghosted, there's energies around them and you, like mutual energies that you both know, that are kind of not okay with this. Okay, something here, this person was not, they were very rotten about something. And so right now they're like upset because, nobody's there to kind of be their supply or support their behavior. So somebody has put boundaries up. You have somebody here that's backing you up, supporting you. It could even be your angels, your guides. It could be just your creator, your source, your higher self. It could be physical people, but you're very something. I feel like that you are taken care of, but they're upset. This is an energy that's upset. Could be male energy, could be a female energy, but they're just upset. Okay, maybe leaving bad voicemails or something like that. See, yeah, I feel like you have access here to higher. I feel like you're super tuned in with yourself. Gemini, you see things for what they are. I truly feel like you're the intuitive person here. So I feel like your Zen is very balanced in the sense that I don't feel like I feel like you're very composed, okay, but in the core of your core, you're heartbroken. Something is really eating at your thoughts and your heart, your feelings. Like it's not just that you could be upset or disappointed, but it's just something within just is still kind of a raw, okay, it just feels raw, okay. And here we have a client spiritual test. Wow. So Gemini, you could be seriously on some type of a test, a path, a journey here. There's some things that are just meant to be unknown, or certain things are just kind of unknown at this time. We don't know what's behind the mountains, so to speak. And we could have like a cold phase, a cold phase, a cold, frozen, kind of ghosted. Something could be on hold here, but there's a reason, and I feel like there's a crossroads. Okay, there's a crossroads for you here. You could kind of take the path that takes you back to somebody that is always in this state, or you could take the door that allows you to kind of process this healing, go through the healing the way you're meant to go through it. I don't feel like there's any wrong decision, but I feel like this card kind of comes out as a, hey, your options are very, very broad. And just to kind of keep in mind that you always have a choice. Okay. So, we have a lonely road here. I feel like I don't belong. So I do feel like somebody here, it could be actually the both of you feeling this. But there's a spiritual, path here that's being meant to be lived or experienced alone, separate from one another. And so I feel like the road is dark and lonely, and kind of like we don't belong, because it's like sometimes you wake up and you're like, I'm not of this world, like so the idea here, like, you don't belong. It's kind of like you're a shift. Okay, I've done this for so long, I don't want to be in this group anymore. For example, whatever group, it doesn't have to be social or friends, but I don't want to be in this kind of bubble anymore. I want to go into another like bubble or sphere or realm. But you're shifting. Okay, so you're also shifting during this ghosting situation. Okay, Gemini, let's see. I'm gonna pull 3 for you, 3 for them with this deck, and see how your feelings are towards one another or just towards the situation. Let's see what shows up for you first. We have the Grim Reaper here. Okay, we have transferred into the Devil's Domain. You're being tested, and there's a battlefield. Okay, so there's a spiritual war here taking place between yourself, and this energy, and your spiritual connection together outside of, like, right now. Like, there's just a tie. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you are dealing with an obsessive energy. I feel both of you could have some obsessions, all right? But there's a lot of disagreements. You're just not on the same page right now. You're not seeing them on the same page, and you're not compromising. You're not giving up your stance, okay? But there was a breakup and a divorce here. So I don't know if you're married or kind of like engaged or just a breakup. Clearing away the old is what I was trying to say earlier. You can kind of open the door and kind of get into the old, or you can clear. And I feel like you're in that mindset right now where that like realization is kind of becoming more, maybe more prominent or more in your face. So it's just now it's just a matter of like, you know, putting it to action or just kind of making a total shift. Some of you could move or something, or like separate from the area where this person is or job. On their side, I feel like this is somebody that's feeling now that they messed up. I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that's realizing that this could have been like a fated connection that they screwed up on. I feel like this is somebody that is going through some things that are beyond their control right now. And I feel like, again, it could be just a dark, lonely road right now that's taking place. So there's a lot of things that are being discovered. This is somebody that is trying to kind of, maybe because when people are not kind of, they're not getting what they want and they're not reaching people's ears anymore to kind of be, you know, because they need to clean up their act. And because of that, they're going through like a serious dark night of the soul type of energy. They could kind of be pulling in as well with some awakenings that are terrifying them. Okay, so we also have I feel like somebody that wants to reset something. They want to kind of have a new sense of connection with you to some degree, but this is somebody that's always going to be unique. I also think that this is somebody that sees you as super unique and they want the uniqueness. So like they have desires with you here for you together, but they kind of, I feel like they feel like they also need to live to your uniqueness. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you know, but you know, they find you very interesting and stimulating. Okay. And they think of you as the Empress here. I feel like they want to reclaim their time and their space and their power with you, but not to be controlling. It's just that they find you highly desirable, all right? And I feel like this is somebody that, you know, you know, in a roundabout way is realizing you're gaining your power back. So like you're standing out as the Empress, standing tall, nurturing, loving, you're persevering. And so this is something I feel like they kind of believe is like an admirable kind of token or trait. Not just to say a trait in you. All right, so let's go ahead and pull manifestation. You're both manifesting what you want from the other or with the other, or there's a chance to come through. There's desires here towards each other for things to kind of get better or improved. But I also feel like a lot of you here, you're activating your own powers because of this separation and this time apart. Whatever the reason, we'll find out with tarot here soon. There's just something here that's kind of needs to flow and needs to flow easily. So I feel like both of you are working on some blockages. All right, so let me go ahead and pull some tarot really quickly for you, and then we'll jump into the reading. Okay, so the Nine of Wands in reverse, Two of Cups. Okay, the Devil, obviously, in reverse, of course. Queen of Swords in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, with the Scorpio card, Death card, and the Hierophant in reverse, okay? So I think, let's see here, make sure it's not too, moving the lights around a little bit, that way not too much of a glare, but I hope it's not too dark. All right, so it's my catch scratch love right here. All right, Gemini, let's see what, all right, I paused by mistake. So let's go ahead and check in, like I was trying to say, with what's going on with you and this person. We'll check in with your feelings, how this is making you feel, and where things are for you at this time with this whole situation. So the overall energy here, we have the Hierophant in the reverse. The resistance to change, clinging to old ways. Things have been very tough. So this is somebody that perhaps did not want to commit, did not see things. They have like, you know, certain perspectives, certain outlook, could come from a different culture. Their belief system could be playing a role here. They could be using their belief system or their cultural upbringing as a reason to why this can't happen or that can happen. Okay, this is somebody that likes to, I should say, be use their power wherever they can. They like to kind of be in control, and they're recognizing, like I was saying earlier, that, you know, it's not necessarily in their best favor to stay in that mindset. Okay, let's see here. So with the Nine of Wands in reverse, there's a Sagittarius energy here with some moon elements. I feel like, you know, there's a excuse me, they see things, this connection, from a pessimistic approach. And rather than understand and see love and passion for what it is, they misconstrue a lot. Their paranoia kind of takes over. This is somebody that could have, you know, have things that triggers them, or things that kind of puts them in a past place in their life or through their upbringing. So their way of like showing love or receiving love is very kind of, how do you call it? It's like claustrophobic. Okay, so it's just like, there's a lot of this person is like in a resentful space. Okay, so in general, so I don't feel like they maybe they just like don't like themselves as much, or they don't care to like respect themselves or see themselves in a certain way. Like, it just feels like this is somebody that, because they could have some addictions and other issues going on. Not that they have to, but it could be toxic behaviors, obsessions, and attachments. It's just that their way of seeing things is always changing. Okay, I feel like right now this is somebody that is kind of still dealing with some coping with some, how do I say this, with like anxiety, anguish of some sort. Okay, the Two of Cups here. So why did they ghost? Okay, the Two of Cups is showing up under that question. And I feel like they were running away from love. They didn't want to pursue a relationship. Perhaps they just wanted to be in a connection or something where things did not necessarily have to evolve. I don't want to necessarily say they were starting to have feelings. They may have always had feelings for you. They don't feel like they're the relationship type. There could have been some type of conversation where maybe, you know, the connection could have been thriving, and you guys are like, you know, talking just about how compatible things are. And you know, this is somebody that could be in a twin flame connection with you. So there's just like a lot of kind of learning happening from one another versus like embracing things. They're not necessarily in a place where they're able to kind of connect at that level, but the attraction comes through very, very much. And I feel like some of you, I don't want to say they're running away because you're too good for them, or they feel like they're not. It's just that this is somebody that does not want to be in a connection that kind of pulls in their emotions too much. I don't feel like they know how to cope with that. Okay, so the idea of like falling in love, you know, it's just kind of a little more on the outside for them versus like something that they would rush into. How this is making you feel right now, okay, and how it's affecting your life. Well, you know, a lot of freedom is coming through. You could have felt stuck in this connection before. Right now, you might be feeling a little stuck. You're still at a crossroads, not knowing which direction you want to take. You could be kind of knowing, but you're still like not acting, you know, on where to go. You're still struggling with some challenges here. Something did end for you in a certain way, and it just feels like, you know, you're still dealing with like disconnecting yourself with this person. You're not completely disconnected. You could have been, you know, really dodged something here. I feel like earlier I said you could have dodged something, but this one just kind of amplifies that. It feels like you may have dodged something way bigger and worse, and I feel like honestly the universe's timing was at play. So whenever this person could have ghosted, separated from you, they could have, like I said earlier, I think you could have kind of come across information or something where it's like perspective is being shown, like shown on the person's like character or like something with them, and you're kind of now seeing it from the outside versus kind of being entrenched in it or being like a big part of it. There's like a revelation. Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like that's what I'm getting here. You know, you're coming out of it. So you were stuck. You were feeling stuck for a very long time. I feel like, you know, some of you are just realizing, like I said, not just a blessing in disguise. It just feels like the liberation is coming through in a different, with a different appreciation right now. You know, you could have really kind of been entrenched in something that just was not meant, you know, like you could have been dragged into something that was not really your place to be a part of. And this person kind of could have, you know, put you in a different place because of that. And I feel like that was avoided major. Their challenge here, their challenge, your challenge, the connections challenge is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Some type of interference. There could be another woman here playing a role. Somebody here is trying to sabotage the connection. There was successful sabotaging taking place. This could be somebody's, they could be their sister, their friend, their karmic, their mother. Somebody here, you know, just kind of uses their like logic and understanding and their wisdom to kind of manipulate things. All right, we do have a Libra energy. It has been unfair, but we have somebody that's very, very bitter. And I don't know if this is somebody, your person, the ghoster, if they're around a very crude energy, whether it's family or like, again, a past karmic or somebody that they're unable to break away from for whatever the reasons, but it's bringing a lot of problems here. You know, another problem here, the biggest challenge is a sense of detachment. So it just feels like something is just never going to stabilize or take a committed path. I feel like something here was very destructive. There was a dramatic outcome. You could have been around somebody that just brought on a lot of drama for you. And this energy, your person could be very dramatic as well, or could be entrenched in drama that they were always pulling you into. So them honestly ghosting or low-key ghosting is kind of, it's like you're feeling slowly kind of freed, okay, from this energy. You're slow, like every day feels like a new different breath of fresh air or a different kind of like experience. All right, so it's just there's still a little bit of a fog though for you going on. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a Libra Virgo energy, the Queen of Swords, and then this Nine of Pentacles is a Virgo energy. All right, Virgo Venus. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups, which is Cancer Venus. So romantically speaking, this is somebody that is very kind of manipulative. I feel like this is somebody that likes to sabotage. There's two sabotaging cards complementing each other in that sense. So there's a saboteur, and there's also self-sabotaging taking place. So I feel like this is somebody that is could be kind of dependent on other people, you know, so it's just kind of this energy could kind of comfortably rest in somebody else's laps, so you will, because of convenience and comfort. Very materialistic energy, so very kind of drifter, like a drifter energy. I get that vibe a lot from this connection. And I feel like, you know, their action here, I feel like this is somebody that doesn't know how to appreciate things. Very, very troubled energy, though. Honestly, I don't know, you guys, Gemini. I don't know what's going on, but this is a very troubled energy, okay? I feel like this is somebody that is able to wisen up, has the ability to wisen up, but chooses not to. Perhaps chooses just to kind of be lazy or take the easy path and kind of just be kind of grazing the grass. I don't know. The Eight of Swords in reverse, Gemini, is showing up. There's a lack of growth here. So the lesson for you, or for the both of you with this Gemini Jupiter card, is, you know, to move forward. Gain the perspective, okay? But there's self-acceptance taking place. Like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like that's you. And interestingly, this card also talks about freedom, release, okay? Having the perspective, seeing things differently. And I feel like the message here, the lesson for the both of you is, you know, there could be some hidden intentions and there could be some things that are holding us back and binding us. But I feel like the message is we can be our own kind of masters to our own like entrapment. So we are in control. They're in control of their addictions. They're in control of the people they want to hang out with. You're in control of your thoughts. You're in control of the people you want to be around. So I feel like the message here is to kind of remove the blinds, all right, and focus, all right, learn from the shortcomings. You both have to, if this is to thrive, if this is to kind of ever have a chance, learning from shortcomings and kind of evolving past, again, the past, and kind of shifting to a new frame of mind would make things successful, okay? The ending here with this Death card. Okay, so I feel like things to expect next from the situation or this person. That's my cat. Stop it, guys. You know, there's a lot of attachments. Okay, so toxic attachments, emotional attachments are here. I feel like this is somebody that has experienced some type of a loss. You know, this was an end of a cycle between the both of you, and this cycle there was a lot of failures, a lot of things, but from failures come lessons and success. Okay, so especially when things are put into action. So to me it just feels like this card, the Scorpio, of course, death card, always embodies transformation at the end of a cycle. So this card for me says, you know, there's a sense to transform. The Empress, the Empress energies, this is something that they want from you. But I feel like this is somebody that hasn't evolved in the sense where they can kind of come in and say, I want this, and then mean it and then stick with it. So it's just that they're still kind of finding their way. But there's a lot of transformation out of this experience. Okay. I also feel like there's a time to walk and a time to stay, but also feels like this is a time to walk. We have two cards that are talking about a divorce. So for some of you, I could be talking to some married, somebody that was married, you guys were married, or could be like a divorce from that marriage. And this could have spanned over some time, but it just feels like there's something very grim about this. So it just kind of, something is heavy still. Something is still heavy on, like it's not released completely. Okay, so let me see what additional word messages want to show up for you in this energy, Gemini. If you're enjoying this reading, let me know in the comments, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Sincerely appreciate your support, and that way notification bell for future uploads. So sometimes I wonder if you care with the number 13. Don't know if the number means anything to you, or if the message aligns to you. We have strength and ego at play here. All right, we have light. I hope you'll wait for me. We also have yes. Do you think about me too? Yeah, they're thinking about you. I would do anything for you. Listen to your heart. We have the One of Swords. So obviously clarity. All right. I think we should see other people. We have 2 3s here. Don't know if that means something to you. We have 3 1s. And we also have I worry about us a lot. And I need time for me. Okay, I feel like you're not hearing it this time. You're not going to be buying it. Yeah. All right. So some angel answers for you if you have any specific questions about this situation that you're in or anything else that's going on with you in your life. These will be your answers. If you want to pause the video, ask the questions, and then come back. Your first answer is look for a sign. All right, a year from now, improving health. It is up to you. Wait. Yeah. And this situation will improve. So we have improving health. The situation will improve. It is up to you to wait a year from now and look for a sign, Gemini. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.